Hello everyone and welcome back to Make Your Mind. This is going to be the start of my latest sculpture showcase. This is going to be the first of many of my how-to previews that I'll be doing, essentially showing you firsthand how I do this, how I make these incredible sculptures. Like many of these you see right here. Got a couple of these off to the side. So I gotta be so very careful. Like how I start from a ball of clay and turn it into this. This is my relinquished sculpture that I came out with from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've got a bunch of other sculptures here, like my latest sculpture that I made, Springtrap. How in the world do I go from this to this? Well, these new videos and this new style of content I'll be doing, I'll be showing you how. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so the sculpture that I have in mind, we're going to start off with a couple of colors. The big color for me of this one, gray, for sure. And let's see, we're also going to be using, I have this little bit of brown and gray mix that I plan on using for certain parts. And there's also a lot more brown that I'm going to be using. There we go. This is a little bit of brownish red that I had. I'm going to be using that for part of it. And we're also going to be using quite a bit of black. I'm not going to say outright what the sculpture is, but the sculpture is of a very prominent character in a TV series. And that's all I'm going to start with for now. So the picture that I actually have to the right of me here in my office is the reference point that I'm going to be using. So let's go ahead and start, shall we? So this character is a human and is wearing a sort of black undergarment. So what I'm going to start off with is this black right here, and I'm actually going to make the majority of the body black. So I'm going to start off by making the legs, just like that. So what I'm doing is essentially I'm pulling, twisting, and pinching at the same time. So I pull with my fingers in to pull the clay towards me, and then I pinch it in to bring out more. So there's the limbs. Let me start off, let me get the fourth limb, which will be the hands and the arms. So there's where we'll start. And that's the foundation. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this body a little taller. So I'm going to pinch in the middle and sort of pull this out just like that. I'm going to pull out the legs, make them a little bit longer. Now this is going to be like a sort of black undergarment that this character wears. Okay, there we go. So now time to work on the arms. So now I'm going to bend this arm down and use my finger here to push in to make a shoulder. Then I do the same pulling and pinching technique and twisting to pull the clay out so it makes it longer. And then what I do is I then pinch here, take this, twist back, and that makes a joint. So you've got your forearm and then you got your upper arm and the lower arm. And then what I'm going to do after that is simply pinch again, press, flatten, and roll, and then squeeze the ends in to make that, and then that is the start of a hand. And then I'm simply going to repeat that on the other side. Let's turn the music up, shall we? I'm a big fan of this lo-fi, man. This music is so good. And there we go. There are the two arms to start with, and now we're going to do the legs. So let's go ahead and Twist and roll for the joint down here. That's going to be the start of the knee. Try to get that shape right. Now, this character does wear sort of tan-colored boots, so I'm going to get some tan clay here in a second once I'm done with the feet. I'm not going to add actual feet to him, but what I'm going to do... So there's the start. So as you can see, this clay is actually, it's very, very easy to work with. So I've got this big ball of some tan here. I'm going to take off... Let's see. There we go. I'm going to take off a little bit of tan to have that for later. And let's see here. Now this character wears a mask. I don't want to give it away too much. This is going to be a preview, but if you want to reveal, I'm going to reveal in the next preview video, which is going to come on later in the week. That's actually going to show what this sculpture intends to be. Now what I'm doing here is I'm simply making a neck from which the mask that I make will actually sit on top of. Alright, let's keep doing some more details. Let's see here. So what I'm doing is I'm making some plates that go onto this character's garments. I don't know, if you got some ideas as to what this character may be, leave a comment down below. I'm going to keep it a mystery until the next preview video. Keep it a mystery. Pretty close. Let's keep going here. So I'm going to be making just the plating that goes on this character's suit. So I've got that right here. That looks pretty good. I'm using the picture just to the right of me, just off camera as a frame of reference, just for scaling to make sure that I get these pieces exactly right. So as you can see, what I'm doing with a lot of my fingers is I'm getting the clay warmed up by rolling it with my two fingers, just like that. And then I'm able to roll it. And like I've done in many other videos, you see the claw where I pull my finger out of the way and I use my middle finger instead. Yeah, it's just something, I don't know, it's a habit that I've always done. Just a part of my, I guess it's just my artist trick of the trade, I guess. So there we go. I'm going to repeat that on the other side. This is essentially the waist area. There we go. Okay, now, actually I'm going to take some of this reddish brown here. I'm going to roll it. Let's get these out of the way. Oh, you may have also noticed that I don't have the Etsy up here anymore. The Etsy store wasn't doing very well. I only sold one pen in about a year, so if you're interested in the Etsy store, leave a comment down below, but if you're not, no big deal. I think I'm just going to concentrate on making some more videos and some cool sculptures for you guys, and if you guys eventually want some merch, let me know. If you want commissioned sculptures, also let me know. You can either talk to me on my Instagram link, And if you feel like donating to the channel and trying to help me out a little bit, keep this channel going, don't forget about my PayPal.me. Those are both available. So with that, let's continue the sculpture. So this character has a utility belt that essentially goes around the character's waist, and then there's a sort of silver belt buckle. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and Alright, so this character has a couple of details in the belt, but I'll get to those in a minute. There we go. So this is actually the breastplate that I'm going to be making right here. A little too big. Let's narrow that down a little bit. God, I think this channel's been going on for over a year now. At 1,100 subscribers, and thank you all of you who are watching this and keeping up the support, of course. Like I said, I was posting. Gosh, I was posting when I was starting the channel. I was posting up to 10 to 15 videos a day. That's because at the time I wasn't really working that much and didn't have a lot going on, so I had plenty of time, but now I got 2 jobs in this. Not able to post as often, but hopefully I can make some better quality content for you guys. Not bad. Not too bad. There we go. We'll do a little bit of details on that later. With the tan, let's go ahead and make the shoes. He wears these they're almost like tan leather slip-ons, what they look like, with a little sole on the back. So, let's see here. So I'm going to make the shoe. There we go. So let's see. I'm going to separate, because the bottom of the shoes, the sole, is essentially the same color as the rest of the shoe. And it has this kind of square top right there. Ooh, here we go. This is a good song. Like I said, I'm just looking at the picture of the shoes here and just trying to get the detail right. They kind of have a square top like that. With a little bit of extra tan right here. Like I said, I've been slowing down on my content a little bit. But hopefully with some of these tutorials showing kind of how I do it, maybe this will give you all some insight into how I actually do this. You'll get to see in real time, and hey, maybe in the future here, I could maybe do some live streams and do a sculpture live for you guys if you're interested. Once again, feedback's important. I'm not able to get back with absolutely everyone, but I do appreciate all of you for watching. Not too bad. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and start doing some of the armor on the arms. He's got shoulder plates and he also has some gauntlets on his arms. There we go. This was the leg plate that I was going to make earlier. Now his armor is it's asymmetrical. It's got some parts on here, but in this character's journeys, he's been able to nearly complete his armor, especially in the material that he finds most sacred. Oh boy, that might have given away a little too much. Nah, whatever. Like I said, if you guys have any guesses as to who this character is going to be, just leave a comment down below. This character actually returned recently in a show, in one of the newer shows. Many people were wondering what was going on. Ooh, I forgot. How in the world am I going to make the sigil? Ah, that's okay. I'll figure it out. Just realized that this bottom plate here was a little bit too big. As you can see, sometimes I'll take little balls of clay and I'll hold them in my fingers down here. So that way I can get to them. And what I'll do is if I break clay off, I'll then add it to the little ball down there for extra, just like that. I have these little techniques and little tricks that I've learned over the years just from doing this for so long. And not really techniques I've learned from any teachers, just sort of self-taught, more or less. Okay, I'll have to worry about the back plate later, because that's going to require a lot more gray. So there's the start! And if you've watched all the way up to this point, here's your reward. Let's see, what did I do with it? Oh, goodness. Oh well, I must have accidentally destroyed it. Here. I'll just have to make it again. I made this character's mask. What does that look like to you, huh? That's just a little preview of what is to come with this character. So let me go ahead and put this right here. So there's the first preview. I'm going to be doing another later one in the week, and then the showcase will be of the final sculpture. So with that, thank you all so much for watching this content. If you enjoy this sort of how-to content and watching me actually do this, go ahead and leave a like down below, and remember to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss the next video. The Etsy website is gone, but if you are interested in opening it back up, please just let me know. Wasn't a lot of traffic going through it, and part of it I realized was my fault. I was not copying and pasting the links properly so people couldn't find it, so I do apologize that. But if people are interested in the Etsy store, I'll bring it back up. And with that, thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see all of you for part 2 of the latest Sculpture Showcase here on Make Your Mind.